Hey YouTube, Heather again. So, not a lot of people can say that they recorded meeting their first sweetheart. What I mean is, you know how I accidentally recorded that convo last episode? Well, Steven and I are dating! And we just had our first date. I wanted to vlog it too, but Steven said I shouldn't. He understood why I wanted to vlog the occasion, but he wanted to keep the date between us so it'd be more special that way. He's so sweet. Since then, we talked about all sorts of Mosi Monster stuff, like where he found his extra momos and the best places to find mochi. But as we grew closer, I learned that he also hikes and goes to the gym. He wanted me to be his training buddy. I'll admit I wanted to say no, that's not really my thing, but I told him I'd think about it. He really has his life together. Doesn't look down at me at all, no matter how derpy and awkward I can be. I totally thought I would blow my first date too, checking on Lucy the entire time. She kept begging to be fed, a lot more than usual. I know momos can't die, but when I stopped feeding her, she started crying really loud, like really screaming for food and attention. I didn't even know she could do that. And the event Momo Steven gave me couldn't do anything to calm her down because it disappeared as well. Steven thinks Lucy has something to do with it, since last week she freaked out his momos at the cafe. I told him that was impossible, but as I got home thinking about it, all the momos at the Mosi meetup reacted the same way around her too. Like, it's not just my phone or account acting up, deleting momos, or Lucy living in a vacuum, you know? I mean, the momos themselves are showing emotions that aren't normal. Unless the game was programmed to have momos scaring other momos, but Steven knows all about the game, inside and out. And Lucy is one of a kind. I mean, all of our starters are one of a kind, but not in a scare the other momos, make them disappear way. The last part especially doesn't make sense, since Lucy, she is very cute. She demands a lot of attention, sure, but there's nothing about her to be afraid of. I should know, because I'm with her practically 24/7. And she's normal when she's around me. Maybe she wasn't programmed to properly socialize with the other momos or something. I don't know. But back to the date. Lucy was crying and screaming and was admittedly being a brat every time I left her alone to spend time with Steven. It was like push notification after push notification. I fed her to keep her from crying, but she'd still be hungry. I fed her every last mochi I had. Now, Steven didn't put down an ultimatum where it's me or the dog or something like that, but he did acknowledge that Lucy was a handful. Since so many weird things have been happening around her, he figured he'd try taking her off my hands to see if she'd affect his account. So we traded momos. Lucy didn't like that. Not one bit. It really showed on Steven's phone. She wasn't nice to his momos. Again, I mean. Good news is she didn't make his momos disappear. She kept quiet until the end of the date when she started acting up again. She was sobbing as Steven went out the door, like she knew she was going to be away from me. I honestly felt super bad, but Steven promised to bring her back once he found out what's wrong with her. Which takes us to this post-date vlog. I've never been on a date before, and it really showed. Maybe because of what's been happening with Lucy. Not just tonight, but this entire month. I hate to admit it, but I'm glad to have some peace and quiet for a change, instead of hearing all that beeping. It's good to have someone real to talk to about life and stuff I'm interested in without freaking them out. Now that that's off my chest, I'm just waiting for Steven to text me back to let me know he made it home safe. That must be Steven! Oh, I guess it isn't. Hello? Yes, this is she. Oh my God.